Welcome to the Joy of Yoga. If you'd like to learn how to do this right here, then stick around because we're going to show you step by step. All right, so grab your partner, make a little space, maybe in your living room or in the backyard or something, and we're going to lay down a yoga mat and then just turn to face one another. It's always helpful, since this is like a beginner-based series, to have a third party spot you through these things, but not totally necessary. You could always use your couch as a spotter or put some pillows down. But we're gonna get warmed up for these challenges. So we're also gonna add some little workout challenges along the way, as well as even more advanced poses to get into from the challenge poses, so you can always keep coming back. We're gonna start facing each other. We both have our right leg straight, left foot is tucked into our thigh. We're gonna stretch the hamstrings by each taking each other's forearms into our hands. Exhale, one person is going to fold forward while the other person leans back. So I'm really giving her my weight here. We're gonna communicate with each other at all times if something's too much or if it's not enough or just right. This is important that we get what we need here. Nice. And then inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, I'm going to fold forward. She's leaning back, giving me her weight. This creates a nice little extra tension. To get deeper into my stretch, I'm really making sure that my back is flat though, because I want to stretch my hamstring. The second I let my back round, it becomes a back stretch. So let's work these hamstrings. And inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And we're gonna go ahead and switch our foot placement here. So now left legs are straight, right foot is tucked into the left thigh. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, one person folds forward while the other leans back. Always breathing, always communicating. You can give like little squeezes, maybe 2 squeezes means give me some more, maybe 3 squeezes is too much. Find other ways of communicating besides just verbally. If you notice your partner wince or their breath getting shallow, you've gone too far. Their leg is shaking. Little leg shake is good though. Means you're stretching. All right, and then we can tuck our knees into our chest and bring our toes up, so as if we're trying to match foot size here. Retaking that forearm grip, or if at any point you need to, you can slide into a fingertip grip if you need that extra space in the arms. So inhale, lifting the chest. We're gonna tap and take one leg straight up first. And if this is too much for you here, if this is just the right amount, then great, stay here, lower it down, then lift the other. Or if you can go for a double boat, taking both feet into the air. We're pressing firmly into our feet, chest is lifted. And breathing. And then now for a fun workout challenge, we can try doing a couple things here where we bend our knees, take our legs outside our arms back up, lower to touch down, lift up. You don't have to lower all the way if you can't. Bend the knees, bring them back inside and up. And if you want to do that 2 more times, or if you're just in your full boat or half boat, that's totally fine. Stay where you're at. Beautiful. Always breathing. We're always trying to work together, making our movements nice and synced. And then the knees and back up to boat. Nice. So then from here, we're going to bend our knees halfway, slowly releasing our grip. We can take our elbows back behind us so we're supported still. If you need to, you can always scoot your bottom in just a little bit closer. We're gonna try some little bike pedals here together. So I'm gonna straighten one leg, she's gonna bend the other, and giving each other resistance through the legs. So I'm pushing as she's pushing through each of these moves. Core is activated. Shoulders are away from the ears. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Nice, and a few more. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and take our legs straight up together so we're kind of in our boat again. Then we'll take our one leg away, bring it to the face and back. And let's do that 2 more times. To the face and back. And again, it doesn't matter where you're at in your body. As you can see, Deborah's a lot more flexible in that pose than I am. That's okay. Nice. And bringing the feet all the way down. Let's go ahead and spin around and come tailbone to tailbone now. So we're both sitting up nice and tall. And then we're gonna bring our feet under our knees. So we're kind of in like a squat sit here. And we're gonna kind of do like a reverse squat up. So we're gonna each hook our elbows and then really pressing our backs into one another. We're gonna push through our feet and pressing into our backs and lift off. So taking an inhale together and then on the exhale, pressing up. And then a little bit high, drop down halfway, keep pressing into one another, up, down, do one more, press in, down, and all the way up to standing. Nice, and then standing all the way up, and then go ahead and take the feet just a mat distance apart. We're gonna forward fold here, reaching through our legs to take each other's forearms again. We're gonna lean our bottoms out and away from each other. So we're having a counterbalance. So her weight is pulling against mine, which is creating a nice stable base for us. And then inhale, arms back up to the side. And then go ahead and come palm to palm. And then just reaching one side down, the other side up. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, folding over opposite side. And then inhale, back up to center. Awesome. So now we're actually going to face each other. And we're going to take a cross grip with our hands. So this is what I like to call a bro grip. You can also do a forearm grip as well. We're going to back up so our arms are straight. And then once we're kind of giving each other a nice solid lean, we're going to step our toes in closer to each other. And then we're going to slowly lean our arms out and away, creating a nice tension here. And as we exhale, we're going to bend our knees, coming to 90 and hold and pressing back up. Now, if you want to take this an extra step up, once you come back to squat, release hands and back and release and coming back and exhale, stand back up. Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna get into our peak pose here. Pretty much what we're doing with the double squats is really the motions that you're gonna be going through, both as the base and the flyer. So go ahead and designate right now who wants to try this first, because we're also gonna rotate out and flip, rolls here. So whoever wants to base this first, you're gonna come into that same sort of squat chair position that we had gone into. So now we're gonna retake that forearm grip that we had earlier. My feet are about hips distance apart, bringing my knees together, coming to my chair squat. We're gonna lean out away from each other now, creating that tension. So this is helping me stay up a little bit easier. She's gonna step her foot up and across both of my knees, toes out, pressing evenly throughout the foot. Get really leaning back a little bit more, please. There we go. And then when we're ready, we're gonna give a little out, up. Beautiful. And she's gonna step her foot right next to the other, coming into a side plank almost. So this is flag, ta-da! If you'd like to take this a step further, if you feel safe, go ahead and lift the top leg, the leg closest to the base's torso. Really flex your foot back to hook their neck. I'm gonna release this hand here, taking her thigh, release the arm. Now this is a full flag. Retaking that forearm grip, nice and slow. She's gonna untuck her foot and step down. We don't release until we're both standing. So it's really important that you stay safe. If she were to jerk or throw herself off of me all of a sudden, I'd go dropping backward. It's really important that you communicate at all times, really slow, controlled movement. Again, you can have your couch nearby to catch your bottom, put a pillow down, whatever you need to do to feel safe. So now we're gonna do this again one more time as if we were to perform it or something. It's okay if you didn't get it the first try. Even with like my super acro yogi friends, we'll do something 10 times, 20 times, or it's like one more time. Okay, last time. But that's okay because it really just takes a lot of times of falling down and getting back up to get to it. So let's go ahead and try this again so you guys can see once more, and then leaning back. Oh, that's okay. Oh, tiptoes down, nice. And see, that's okay. She steps her foot down. We're gonna come back into it. Even though we just got it, we might not get it again. So lean back for me, please. There we go. Nice. And if you want to, hook the foot. Thank you. As you can see, our movements were really controlled. We took a hand. Once our hand was secure, we took our other hand. We don't move on to the next thing until we're secure in where we're at. So now, if you guys want to, go ahead and switch the roles. And the flyer can try basing and so forth. So Deborah's usually a flyer, but when I first started, I was usually a flyer. I just practiced basing a lot. So it just takes practice. Practice. So now Deborah is going to base this and I'm going to fly. Again, we're gonna take our forearm grip. Deborah is gonna come into her chair squat. So feet are a little bit wider than knees. I'm gonna start to lean out as she does as well. Does that feel good? Okay. I'm gonna step my foot up right here across both of her knees. My foot is flat, pressing firmly, and then two. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's try again. I think I came too far forward.
Maybe
So
need to go.
it's all about calibration. We just gotta work together. What do you think happened? Even if it's just guessing. Sorry to keep you in your squat.
Okay.
Ready? So there you go. So I'm stretching straight out, trying to get a nice side plank here. Our arms are taut. Again, if we bend our arms, one of us will lose our balance. You ready for me to lift a leg? So I'm gonna slowly, again, I'm communicating with her. If it's okay, if she's ready, I hook that leg. She can take my thigh. Ba, 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 ba. I think this is the first time we've done this together. Her basing it. Take a hand. Nice and slow. Step down. Boom. Good job. Thanks. Appreciate that. That was fun. So if you're still having trouble getting to it, that's okay. We're gonna break this down into a couple steps so you guys can like really calibrate and figure out what's going on, work out all the kinks. So I'm gonna come back to my chair stance here. Taking that forearm grip is step one. And then we're gonna give a slight lean out, not too much here. I'm squatting enough to where when she steps up, I can balance it. So she's gonna step her foot onto my knees, straight across. So we're gonna practice a couple step ups and downs. We're gonna do it about 3 times. So we're ready here, arms out and lift. So she has to stand straight up before leaning out and step down. So sometimes people tend to instantly shoot out as they're standing up onto the leg, and then that just takes you too far forward. You really just got to think about step up, hips through, then start to lean. So now let's do that 2 more times. Stepping the foot across. Beautiful. And I'm always watching her. I'm not looking here, I'm not looking at the ground or the sky. I'm watching who I'm balancing. Beautiful. So if you can get that step up, and then once you plant your other foot, start to lean out, you've got flag. Yay! So again, keep practicing. Even if you feel wobbly or if you keep falling down, eventually you'll get there. It's really important to find somebody that you feel comfortable playing with, that you can trust, really get to know how each other works, and find some new ways of getting into things. So we're going to show you a fun transition on how to get into that flag, which is what you just learned here. I'm not really going to walk you guys through this because I don't want you to try this at home just yet. Nice. I'm going to step this one up. Yeah, nice. Yay! So guys, I'm so excited about this yoga challenge series. We're going to show you what you'll be learning in your next video. This is called Bird into Bow. I know these names don't really mean anything to you just yet, but again, these are all things that we'll be covering throughout the sequence. What do you need from me? Okay. Beautiful. And then you want to do a little ninja star? Yeah. Like, how do you start ninja star again? Oh, Prosarita. Let's do Prosarita. So this isn't necessarily what we'll be covering right here, but it's always fun to see the different types of things that you can do in Acro once you learn the basics and really get the mechanics of it down. Again, find somebody that you feel comfortable and trust learning new things with. Oh yeah, let's keep going. Nice. This is our first time doing Ninja Star together, I'm pretty sure. Whoop. Even though I have wobble, she's trusting me. Nice, one more. Boom. And then you want floating posture out?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for watching and following along. We hope that this has helped you obtain your Acro Yoga Challenge poses. Please subscribe so you can see all the videos in this series. We're going to keep progressing, keep showing you guys some more. You can find links to my YouTube channel and other social media, as well as Deborah's, in the link below. So yeah, hit us up. We can't wait to see you guys again. Thanks so much.